Welcome to a very honest and realistic what I eat in a week video as a plant-based mom of two who is unashamedly in love with chocolate, meal prepping, and would always choose veggies over fruit. Now I get the kitchen to myself. I hope this video gives you some balanced meal inspiration for your week ahead. Let's jump in. So remember when I said I was obsessed with chocolate? Yes, I love chocolate, and I think I'm okay with it at this point. I do start and end most of my days with something chocolatey, but I have learned to create chocolatey meals that are balanced and full of whole grains and sweetened mostly with fruit, and I consume a bunch of veggies in between my chocolatey treats. So hopefully me sharing a very honest and realistic what I eat in a week gives you the freedom to eat the food that sounds good to you. I have been eating a plant-based diet for almost 10 years now, and when I first went plant-based, I thought the only breakfast I could have as a vegan, when I was very strict vegan at the time, was a green smoothie or banana ice cream. And maybe I just overdid it with the fruit, but I have come to learn that my body thrives on starches and carbs and lots of fat, so that is just what I gravitate to, and now I don't think twice about it. I try to have wholesome homemade snacks and meal items prepped in my fridge, and I just eat what sounds good. Lunch today is super healthy and fresh thanks to meal prep. I've got a big salad with a broken up falafel, homemade pickles, some Kalamata olives, hummus, pumpkin seeds, and a sourdough flatbread. And a lemon vinaigrette on top. I basically just threw some meal prepped items on top, and this is such a delicious lunch. My body has stayed the same weight and shape for most of my adult life outside of pregnancy and postpartum recovery, so I just feel like what I'm eating is working for me. I feel healthy, I have energy, I enjoy the food I eat and cook, and it's just fun to feel the freedom to eat what I want and to know that I'll have energy to play with my kids and get work done throughout the day. So as you have seen, I usually start my morning with black milky tea and a chocolatey breakfast. Okay, I just don't want you guys jumping and being crazy. Because I eat breakfast so early and wake up so early, I usually need a mid-morning snack, and I pair that with some coffee, either a latte or a black coffee. And then my lunch and dinners are pretty veggie heavy. I love me some veggies. The trick with mushrooms is don't overcrowd them. These are looking beautiful. And so is my super charred veggies. I didn't stir them. I put them on a high heat up towards the top. They're looking delicious. Now I just got a lot of meal prep items that we can mix and match and make a delicious meal. We got some orzo, don't mind the flies, homemade pickles, lemon vinaigrette, some olives, and we're gonna do white beans for our protein. And that's coffee grounds, which looks really gross, but let's put it all together. You gonna show Daddy your hair? Oh, you like your hair?
Oh, look at that.
Dinner Monday night came together so quickly because on Saturday and Sunday I took the time to meal prep a bunch of food. You want your hair again? You want it again, or are you all done? Okay. There it is! So into our bowls I put some cooked orzo, some canned white beans, the sauteed mushrooms, and roasted veggies, and these made up the base of our bowls, and then I topped all these veggies with some lemon vinaigrettes and some homemade pickles I had meal prepped. He wants a clip in his hair.
Yes.
What does this hairdo you're asking for? Oh!
Can we?
This looks so good, especially when we mix it all together. Add some pepper and chili flakes. Yum! And this was our delicious balanced dinner Monday night. And as you could guess, I had to end the night with a square of dark chocolate. I didn't show this on Monday morning, but every morning when I get up on an empty stomach, I take a probiotic. I'm doing this now to heal my adult acne, and all the steps I've been taking have been working amazingly. I cannot believe that I have clear skin without taking any antibiotics or crazy drugs. It is just such an encouragement to me, and I'll be sure to share a lot more about my natural acne journey in the future. But yes, I take a probiotic, and then I have a cup of black milky tea every morning to start my day. And then a little bit before I start getting hungry, I start making my breakfast. So outside of Monday, I eat the same breakfast every day in this video, and I just wanted to be honest and realistic about it. I just love this breakfast so much. It's blended baked oatmeal. I don't blend it, I just use oat flour that is pre-blended, I guess, and it is such a delicious breakfast. If you like chocolate, if you like baked goods, if you like cakey things, this is a breakfast for you. So definitely try it out, and I just look forward to it every morning. It just sits so well on my stomach, gives me energy for my long morning walks right afterwards. I always top it with a big blob of nut butter. Currently I'm enjoying cashew butter. And then I top it off with pumpkin seeds and flax seeds for some extra protein and fiber. Ever since becoming a mom, I love to work out right after I eat breakfast. It's very weird, I know, but I just have tons of energy, and that breakfast always makes me feel so good. I never get a cramp, and lately I have just been loving a long early morning walk, so that is what I did this morning. Another work day, another iced latte. Lunch was some more meal prepped items thrown into a bowl. I started with some kale that I massaged with some lemon vinaigrette. I love to massage my kale. It just breaks down the tough fibers and makes it more palatable and easy to chew. And then I topped my kale salad with some cooked orzo, 2 homemade falafel patties, which I showed exactly how to meal prep in my last meal prep video. So be sure to check that out. I'll link it down below and have it up in the cards in the top right corner. So be sure to watch that video after you finish this one. I also put on some homemade pickles, some Kalamata olives, sesame seeds, chili flakes, and black pepper. Lunch kept me full for hours. Those homemade falafel patties will really fill you up, along with the kale and the orzo. It was just a really delicious lunch. So for dinner, we had some carrot fries. I love to use this wavy knife. I'll link it down below. It's one of my kids' favorite ways to eat veggies when they are cut with a wavy knife, and I am just making some carrot fries. I just chopped up the carrots into fry shapes, topped them with a little bit of olive oil and salt, and then for our main course, I needed to film a recipe video for some Marmite avocado toast, which is life-changing if I do say so myself. If you've never tried Marmite or Vegemite, you really need to give it a go on your avocado toast. A very thin layer goes a long way, and it adds a rich, salty umami flavor, and then the avocado is creamy, and then you've got the meaty mushrooms, which we top with pepper and chili flakes. And I also added some roasted chickpeas on top, and this was my favorite dinner of the week. One of my fave meals, crispy chickpeas on avo toast with mushrooms and wavy carrot fries. So good. These are the only way my kids will eat roasted carrots. Something about the wavy knife, I'm telling you, try it out. And you guys, I'm sure couldn't have guessed that Wednesday started with more chocolate baked oatmeal topped with nut butter and seeds. We had some friends coming over to swim in our pool, so I made an iced coffee for me and my friend. And can I just say, I love when I catch my kids reading quietly on the couch. It is the most precious thing ever. Do I want caffeine with my caffeine? I want maple pecan. I also took 2 kinds of energy bites down to the pool for our friends, and then for lunch, I botched the meal completely. I tried to make a gluten-free one-pot pasta. It was a goopy mess, but we ate it anyways. Well, the first time I'm showing my face on this video is after being sweaty all day going to the pool. It's just life, so hopefully you don't mind a very realistic sweaty mess that I am. I'm not gonna lie, I am avoiding a bunch of foods to heal my acne, which is working wonderfully. I do have a little spot here, but in general, I don't have zits anymore, which is crazy to me, and occasionally I'll get one. But I'm not eating soy and peanut butter. So many of my favorite foods, and I'm realizing I'm kind of just sick of like Mediterranean food. I want Asian food. I want noodles with a satay sauce. I want roasted or crispy tofu. I want a tempeh Buddha bowl with more soy sauce. I'm just like craving Asian food. But I have a bunch of Mediterranean inspired food in my fridge still because that's all I can eat, and I meal prepped a bunch. So we're gonna have it yet again. I'm trying to think of a way to make it more exciting and not feel like it's the same thing, but it might kind of feel like it's the same thing. I have a lemon vinaigrette I might add tahini to make it like a thicker kind of sauce. But yeah, it's kind of the same old, so I'll try to be more creative in the next day or two because I'm getting sick of this food. But we had a very busy day today. I had a failed lunch attempt for my gluten-free friends. A one-pot gluten-free creamy pasta did not work. They were very gracious, but it was really fun to have them over all morning. My son cracked his head on the tile. It's very scary. I wanted to rush to the hospital, but my husband is a lot more calm and he seems to be doing okay after we waited and kept an eye on it. Anyways, it's been a very eventful day, and so I'm very thankful for meal prep, although I wish it was soy-filled. But let's get out leftovers and see what we can come up with and see if I can find something that excites my kids. I'm curious, do you guys like zucchini? It used to make me gag. It makes my daughter gag, but now I like it. I like shredding it and eating it raw in overnight oats or roasting it. Yeah, I feel like it's just a texture you have to get used to. Since it makes my daughter gag, I usually make her have 1 or 2 pieces and then she can be done. Just constantly trying to expose my kids to different foods and textures. They can try it one or 2 bites and then they can stop if they don't like it, but eventually they usually grow to like certain foods. So I'm not cutting up a bunch because it's just me and my husband. Probably gonna eat most of it. But I didn't meal prep my veggies this week because I just find they taste so much better roasted and enjoyed fresh or sauteed and eaten fresh versus sitting in the fridge for a while. So we are gonna cook this up fresh and have it with our dinner. I'm trying to make the zucchini as crispy as possible. And then I also decided to make some kale chips, which the whole family loves, just for some more greens. And I think we'll just throw everything together to make an orzo falafel salad with a tahini dressing. So this is yet again a similar meal to what we've been eating. This is usually how the week goes. I meal prep a bunch of delicious food on the weekend. We eat it happily for the first few days, and then we start needing a change towards the end of the week. Cheers! Gin and tonic, made by this guy. Very delicious. Every night, eat some chocolate. I won't bore you with Thursday's breakfast too much because you guys already know what it is, my blended chocolate baked oatmeal. And I'm curious, if you're a parent, do you guys eat your breakfast before your kids wake up? After they've eaten, do you eat with them? Let me know in the comments down below how you guys like to start your morning. I love to eat in peace before my kids wake up. My kiddos are awake. You guys awake over there? Yeah? Thankfully my son is feeling better. I can tell he's happy even after his big bonk on the head. I had bad digestion this morning, which rarely happens. Like, I rarely have to worry about my digestion, and I'm guessing I just ate a weird combo, or maybe the gin and tonic didn't sit well. I didn't even finish it, but I don't really think about it too much or worry about it, but I've been wanting to try out. This book really inspired me. I got it from the library and we got a big bag of matcha. So I want to try out a green tea lemonade drink. Just kind of wing it for a little caffeine before my official cup of coffee. And I feel like lemon always gets me going, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to make that and sip on it while my kids have their breakfast and I read books to them. So let's make a green tea lemonade. So this was really good. It was very sour and tart, but also refreshing and just made me feel a lot more hydrated and ready to take on the day. Actually pretty good. You can try a sip, Pudman. Usually I get pretty hungry not long after my kids eat breakfast because it's been about 3, almost 4 hours since I've had my breakfast. That's how early I get up. So usually I need a snack pretty soon after they eat their breakfast. Am I the only one that hides in my kitchen to eat my snack in peace and so that my kids don't steal it? Please let me know I'm not the only one. This day we had a great time out at a new indoor play area that I took my kids to, and as we were leaving, we discovered this new vegan kind of buffet, but it was really good. I got a brown rice dish with 3 kinds of veggies, all of which were mostly soy and peanut free, which was great for me. And my kids love noodle soup, so they got the plant-based fish noodle soup, and they devoured it. They were so hungry. They didn't realize how hungry they were because they were having so much fun playing, but they ate so many bowls of noodle soup, and I think little kids eating noodle soup is the cutest thing, so hopefully you like these little clips. Since I didn't get my morning coffee, I made a latte as soon as I got home. I drank only about half of it because it was a lot later than I expected. And something I thought I would just throw in here is me and my daughter's newfound daily habit of doing a drawing lesson together. I find it so fun and relaxing, so I will leave the link to the YouTube channel we use in case you want to try. Garlic, broccoli, onion, green bell pepper. Dinner this evening was finally different. We weren't eating Mediterranean food that was lemony and hummusy. I whipped up a veggie biscuit bake that our British friends introduced us to, and it's so good. So the last few nights, my husband has taken the kids out to play. During the witching hour, I find that when they wake up from their nap, at least my son, I get them a snack around 4:35. I know that seems late, but allows them to be happy and to wake up, and then they go outside and play. And I get the kitchen to myself to cook, to meal prep. I'm gonna meal prep some sourdough pancakes for the next few days because we just finished my last meal prep of breakfast. And I'm making this delicious veggie-filled, kind of like veggie biscuit bake. And so we're gonna put all these sauteed veggies in a pan and then put the drop biscuit on top and bake it. And it's one of my favorite ways to eat tons of green veggies. So I'll be sure to write out the recipe down below so you guys can try it out. White beans for protein, much more salt for the beans. Usually when I make vegan biscuits, I use vegan butter, but I am avoiding vegan butter right now, so I just Googled a vegan oil drop biscuit, and this recipe turned out so well. My phone is dying, but I just whipped up some whole wheat sourdough pancake batter, and I'm gonna make this so that we have breakfast ready for the next couple days for my family. To be honest, I meal prep things for them, but I just want my chocolate oatmeal every day, so maybe I'll show you what my husband's breakfast looks like tomorrow because you guys are probably so sick of my chocolate baked oatmeal. So let's make some pancakes. Even though I meal prep a bunch of breakfast items on the weekend, we usually run out about midweek, and so I spend some time either in the morning or evening to meal prep another item just so that the mornings run more smoothly. I don't have to make multiple breakfasts, and whenever the kids get ready, breakfast is ready to go. I'll write out the recipe for these sourdough pancakes because they are so fluffy, not very sweet, so you can add whatever toppings you like, and they never last long in our family. The veggie biscuit bake was out of the oven by the time I finished making all the pancakes, and it was so good. This always hits the spot. It's so hearty. I love biscuits. To be honest, my kids don't like biscuits, or at least my daughter doesn't. I don't know why. Maybe it's too dense or it's the texture, so usually that just means more for us in the form of leftovers. Doing art with my daughter has reignited my love of painting. I am not an artist by any means, but I find watercolor so relaxing and enjoyable and fairly forgiving. I feel like watercolor just looks beautiful no matter how good you are. So I've been trying to make some new art for my daughter's room using some of the art lessons we've been doing during the afternoon. So that is what I did while I enjoyed my chocolatey oatmeal. It's inevitable if you go out in Malaysia and run, no matter how early. I don't think you can see, but I literally have sweat dripping on my arms, on my face. This is why I usually look like a sweaty mess in my videos. These flowers died quickly, but I think they're just... If you know me well, you'll know that I have a very, very, very black thumb when it comes to keeping plants alive, but I am motivated to try again. So last weekend we went to a nursery and I asked the guy to help me choose the easiest to grow and maintain plants, and I am trying my best to be consistent at watering them, but it brings so much color and beauty to our porch and patio, and I am feeling very motivated and excited about it. I thought I would show you guys my kids' sourdough pancakes and their green smoothie, just to give you a different plant-based breakfast idea, as I know I eat the same breakfast every day. So I made them a tropical green smoothie with ginger and coconut water and some cucumber, and they really like this kind of smoothie. And it was a light, refreshing, hydrating, veggie-filled drink to pair with their pancakes coated in peanut butter and a little bit of maple syrup. And this is about all the smoothie I ever drink. We have a last minute play date happening here at our house. I'm about to make a vanilla latte, I think. I can't decide hot or cold. And then I'm gonna whip up some just red marinara sauce with some frozen tomato paste puree that I had in my freezer. We'll roast some veggies and just cook up some spaghetti for the kids, and that's probably what us adults will eat as well. I always like to have a stocked pantry so that when people come over, we can have food to serve them. So I'm gonna make a coffee. I love having my cold brew concentrate on hand to make fun lattes, either hot or iced for my friends. And this day I added a little bit of homemade vanilla syrup to our lattes, and it was just a fun way to enjoy a beverage while we chatted and our kids played. For lunch, I made a really simple spaghetti with red sauce, roasted veggies, and some butter beans. And then I was hungry pretty quickly after that breakfast and had an energy bite before taking my kids out to our pool. I feel like I should show you guys more clips of what life in Malaysia is like. So this is our beautiful pool that we get to enjoy whenever we want. Dinner was very unexciting. It's the end of the week. We are just cleaning out the fridge. I hate to waste food, so I try to use up whatever I have in the fridge. Me and my husband had those gloopy gluten-free noodles with some roasted veggies, kale chips, and chickpeas on top. And then to make the night a little bit more exciting food-wise, I made one of our favorite desserts, which are cashew butter stuffed dates topped with some dark chocolate and flaky sea salt. I go on multiple walks a day, so I thought I would just throw it in here that after dinner I went on another walk. It was raining, so I just went to the treadmill at our condo's gym and had a beautiful view, and then came back up, and once our kids were in bed, I had my favorite dessert. I start the day with chocolate and I end it with chocolate, usually in more wholesome forms than like a Snickers bar, obviously, but this is just such a good combo. Cashew butter stuffed dates coated in dark chocolate and flaky sea salt. Yum. I'm sorry I'm not sorry that I am showing the same breakfast yet again. I'm just being realistic, so hopefully you guys try it out. Hopefully seeing me eat it every day without fail makes you want to try it, and I hope you love it as much as I do. I also had another work morning, so I enjoyed a hot latte before making some lunch later in the day. This is my favorite simple salad to make. It's just a little bit of olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, a splash of maple syrup, and salt, and you just can put that over romaine or kale. And we had this simple salad with leftover veggie and biscuit bake. So lunch is leftover veggie biscuit bake with some salad. Let me show you our fridge. It is Looks very stocked. A lot of it's snacks or just random leftovers or desserts from hosting, or just completely carbs. We are down to this for veggies, which most of this will be eaten by my kids for lunch. So yeah, I try to go to the grocery store once a week. I don't overspend, but we are definitely down to random leftovers and scrounging meals, but today's lunch looks delicious still. You guys won't believe it, but I ended up having some fruit for my snack. The reason I usually don't gravitate towards fruit is because it just makes me hungrier, especially an apple. Even if I pair it with nut butter, it usually makes me super hungry, just a raw, juicy apple. I don't know what it is about it, but it really doesn't help to curb my hunger. However, I found that cooked apples with cinnamon and some kind of topping really does curb my hunger, so that is what I made today. I just kind of Googled a healthy microwave apple crisp and wanted to try it out, see if it would keep me full for a while, and it really did. It kept me full till dinner, and it even got my daughter interested in my snack, which my kids will eat apples any time of the day. They love them so much, especially when they're coated in cinnamon and warmed up or made super soft like this microwave apple crisp. Then for dinner, we went to one of our favorite restaurants called Sushi Kitchen here in Kuala Lumpur. It's completely vegan, plant-based, amazing sushi, noodle soups, udon noodles, basically all of our family's favorite foods. However, I am currently not eating soy and seaweed, so there weren't many options for me here. I just wanted to get out of the house. My husband had a long day of work, so we just wanted to get out of the house. And I looked at the menu a little bit and was able to find a salad with a lemon vinaigrette. And then, even though I'm trying to avoid seaweed, I did get a roll of sushi with one sheet of nori, and it didn't seem to affect my skin, and it was really good. You know, we had to end the video how we started, right? With chocolate, having another stuffed date, and some tea to end out this Saturday. Alright guys, I'm just gonna end the video here. This video is long enough as it is, and on Sunday we ate nothing exciting, just finished off leftovers that we had in the fridge before I did some meal planning, grocery shopping, and started the whole process over again. If you guys want to see more meal prep and what I eat in a week or day videos, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!